This is Great Riverlands by Carl TG. It's 216.07 megabytes download, and the description says, "Welcome to the Great Riverlands. This is a beautiful fictional river map where you can do many things like farming and forestry. The map features about 16 sell points including production, chains, over 40 fields for any sort of farming, a couple of forest areas for forestry, a town where you can mow people's lawns, full car traffic with people walking in the town. In winter you can plow snow in the roads, 100 collectibles and fairly easy to find, a simple farm with the base game placeables." And then they've put, "So I hope you enjoy the map and good luck finding the collectibles." So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all three modes, and this is the map, people. Quite a nice map, to be fair. It's got a bit of everything for everyone, is the way to put it. Most of the fields are down the bottom. This area at the top's quite open, so you've still got scope and potential to do whatever you want up here, which you'll see as we go round. And the prices of the plots of land, fields, etc. are pretty reasonable, I have to say. Some decent sized fields on there. Like I say, you've got potential to buy all these sort of areas up and make some more fields, whatever you wish to. Extend fields, make them bigger. World's your oyster. Now, we do start off up here. I think we've obviously been doing a bit of shopping because we're right outside the grocer Mart in their car park. To have the pickup right there. I am in new farmer mode, and in that mode you start off with just one plot, which is over here, and that is plot number 1. That has got a value of just over 20 grand, so again, not too bad. You get a field there, got a farmhouse, a silo. There's also a chicken pasture here. I don't know why it's not showing on the map. It probably needs an update to show that on the map. There's also a couple of sheds with our equipment stored in. Pretty basic farm, you'll see as we get up there, but there is potential to get rid of everything and kind of build your own if you want to do that, that is. Now, in terms of plots of land, like I say, pretty cheap. What I like also is all these darker areas here, they're trees. Now, instead of sort of buying one massive clump of land that's just got a few trees on, etc. like that, you can buy a lot of these plots of trees individually. So like that, 20 grand, just over 15 grand, and there's enough trees on there, I think, where you're going to make your money back. So it's pretty good. You can build yourself up bigger forestry areas, bigger plots, like so, 50 grand, 41, 26. There's some more up this side, split up again into chunks. Not too bad. Field prices, 98 grand for that. That's a pretty good size field. 136 for that, with potential to extend. Got some smaller ones down the bottom, just over 10 grand, etc. So as you can see, very reasonable, I think. Now, there is a few areas, this plot here, that we can't seem to buy. Down here is the same, but that is the BGA. But as soon as you buy the BGA, that will turn blue, and the same goes for any productions. Like if you buy those, they will turn blue, that plot of land. So you will eventually turn the whole map blue if you can afford to. That's what I'm getting at. Right, I don't think there's much else I need to tell you. There is a train on here. It runs from west to east across like that. There's a renter train point there and another one over here, and this is our railroad silo, which we can obviously access via road or train for your load and unloading. It goes off to sell at Deerlands, which I believe is Carl TG's other map, I think. My good buddy Rusty Money Gaming's playing on there as well. So that's about it. There's no surprise plots where we have to buy them for things to show up. There's not really anything modded in. A couple of things which I'll talk about in a second. We'll go through slot counts and then we'll get going round. And if we scroll up, there is 100 collectibles on here. As it says, they are the wooden toys from Elm Creek. No productions as yet. Contracts available on the fields we don't own. There's the chickens we do start off with. It is a base game chicken pasture, so that's got a maximum capacity of 30. It's already maxed out, 28 chickens, 2 roosters. There's our equipment, we'll take a look at it in a second. No custom crops and places to sell your crops on there. The crop calendar is standard as far as I can tell, and that is about it. So let's do slot counts. It is the same across all 3 modes, the only difference being farm manager and start from scratch. You don't start off owning that plot number 1, so you can come on here and do whatever you like. All of the buildings, the sheds, silo, chickens, even the chickens are in the pasture in those 2 modes, so it is all there ready to go if you want to. The slot count in all 3 modes is 1026, and this is what you start off with. So pretty good amount of tractors, bit of a John Deere theme going on. Zeta kind of feels a bit out of place, but small tractors, we've got the Zeta there, 2 medium John Deeres. We've got a nice 8RT, sorry, not, I was going to say 8R8, 8RT, large tractor. We've got the John Deere T560 harvester, 86 lizard bigger, Rudolph trailer, header for your harvester, cultivator, a seeder, that will also fertilise, just a front mower, we've got a loading wagon, forage wagon, and a trailer for our harvester header. That is it. If you want to sell off all that equipment, slot count drops down to 850. Potential to get it down lower than that because you can sell off all the buildings, silo, etc. at our farm. It dropped down to 823 for me. I think that's probably about it, unless you can sell off some of the productions. I didn't test that, but there we go. Now, modded in things, this shouldn't take too long. There is only a couple, and I couldn't work out to start with what the difference was, but I sussed it out. So in factories, if we go to the end, we have these 6 modded in factories. They are the same style buildings as base game ones, but if you look at the price, they are a little bit cheaper. So this bakery, and they are all on the map, these 6 as well. That's why if you look at the slot count on the right, by the little squares, that says -1. That's saying that there's one already on the map, otherwise it would be higher than that. So the base game bakery is 50 grand. This modded in one is 30 grand, and I have tested them. I put 2 bakeries down and I checked, and the productions are a little bit better, so you will get a bit more for your money going in and coming out, so to speak. You know what I'm trying to say. You get a bit more product out, a bit. I think the cycles per month are the same, but you're getting a little bit more out, and I tested a couple of these and it looks to be the same across all of them. But there is those. In selling points, we've got, that's the base game debris crusher, exactly the same, but it's just been renamed for junkyard. You'll see why as we get round. It's a pretty nice area, that. And I think that's it. If we go up to landscaping and painting, it's just standard animal mud, asphalt, concrete, dirt, forest ground, grass, dry grass, gravel, rock and granite. Nothing else involved. That is it. We are going to get around the map. Now, because we're here, we're going to go out of there, we're going to go across, we're going to go that way, do all of this, and then I'll have to cut, I think, and bring you back in, because we can only get down to the bottom part of the map via this road, unless you're going to cut and do some jumping across the river. So we won't do that. We will do the proper route round. We'll jump into the pickup and we will head round. I actually wanted to go that way, so we'll spin round, and if we go round the back of the building there, which is the grocer Y Mart, we've got the sell point, which is just up there, and then we can head back out and straight across the road. As you can see, traffic. We're into the shop area, so we've got your shop icon just there. Over this side we do have a workshop, so you can customize, sell, repair, etc. Reset points just over in that corner. That's where it reset the harvester when I did that earlier. And if we head on out and down this way, You'll see some of the forestry areas, as you can see on the left there. We've got a fuel station just there. And if we carry on to the end, that building is where we're heading to next. This is the animal dealer, and we also have a bell sell point. So your animal dealer dialogue box is just there at the front, and then round the side we've got a sell point for your bells or loose grass, hay, straw, etc. like that, silage, whatever you're going for. We'll head on out back the way we came from. I would probably normally cut to the sort of crossroads, but because we're in the pickup, it's a little bit speedier, isn't it? That will do a bit of overtaking. And we hopefully go straight across without stopping, a bit naughty. We'll overtake this guy. He's going to slam his brakes on because he's scared of us, quite rightly so as well. My driving's horrific sometimes on this game. On the right we've got the bakery. Now I will show you as an example. Buy that, 30 grand, see, so it's already 20 grand cheaper. And there you can see. Now some of you might think, well, that doesn't look much different, but if I can, if we've got the money, we have just about got the money, find the standard one. Is it gonna let me? No, that's annoying. Right, let's quickly add in some money then. This is very unprepared. I wasn't going to do this, but we are going to do this now. Oh, we can afford that. See what I mean? 136 grand for that huge field. Quickly going to do this. I'll plonk that down. Oh, come on. Not enough money. Here we go. Right, this is really off script at the minute, guys. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm going to do it now. I'll plonk that down there. Right, quickly just take a look. We can do this actually. We don't need to run over to the other one. So this is the one. So 2,160 and 192. 2,160 for the base game one. 192. Exactly the same. But if you look at the ingredients, we'll go for bread because it's easier. 4 flour in, 2 bread out. 2 flour in, 1 bread out. So, yeah, is it much different if you're looking at it like that actually? Because you're putting in 4 and getting 2 out. It's basically still 2 to 1, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. I don't know, I'm just confusing myself now. Right, that's enough of that. I'll probably cut that bit out, to be honest with you. I don't know. Right, we will carry on. On the right hand side we've got the dairy, like so. Again, very cheap. We've got the residential areas. I'm presuming you can just mow these. They're not going to come up as contracts, so if you're going to do any of that, it's going to be at your own peril. And I would have thought, well, you definitely are going to need to buy that plot, aren't you, to be able to do that. So yeah, do you really want to be buying a plot just to mow people's gardens? I don't think so. Right, into here we've got the spinnery on the right, and we've got carpentry on the left. We'll head out the back way. I've got a couple more productions up the end. And right in front of us is the cereal factory, and over to the right is the oil mill. That's those two. If we head down this way, we can access our farm. So we'll go straight across. So as you can see, smaller clumps of trees, but there's a decent amount in there, pretty tall ones. And here is our farm. As you can see, pretty basic. A couple of sort of easy sheds there with our equipment in. Harvesters there ready to go for the wheat field. There's our chicken pasture. So you've got a feed trough in your area for your eggs. This shed here is empty. We do have a pressure washer, and we've also got a wind turbine there, so that will generate us a little bit of income, which is nice. We've got our silo over here, standard base game one, 400,000 litres. It is just standard crop types, not a multi-fruit. We've got a dog roaming around there. We've got a little kennel. What's the dog's name? Wings. It's like flying without wings. Oh dear, terrible. Sleep trigger on there. I do apologise for that. That's horrific. Anyway. Okay, back at the crossroads. We're going to go down this way. So that's where we started, in the car park there. If we head down south, we need to turn right just over the river. So we've got a little bridge. That's the only bridge across this river. So if you want any more roads access to and from top and bottom of the map, you're going to need to create some. Should allow you to do that. Turn right here. Got a decent amount of forestry on the right hand side. And then we need to head over to those buildings. So left into this area. We do have a rent-a-train point there, and that is because we do have a loading ramp here. So if you want to load up any pallets or anything like that, this is where you're going to do that, which is pretty cool. And then we've got a sell point just over here, and this is the train storage bay sell point. And if we head on out, here comes the train now. We'll just watch that come past. There we go. Right, out of there, left, and then head across. Now, this is quite funny, this bit. We're going to go across the train tracks, but look at it. Someone has lost all their toys. There's a good few grand's worth there, isn't there? Unbelievable. Right. Carrying on down, past all the fields. We're heading to all these sort of big areas. Now that is where we're heading first. You can access it through that track there, and I'll show you where that will come out in a second. We're going to get back out onto this main road because it's a little bit easier for us to go this way. We do have a entrance into here. Really big area. This is the grain mill. Now this is just a sell point. It's not the grain mill production like we kind of got used to in the game. It's just a sell point. Lots of collectibles in here. Straight across in front of us, in between the two walls there, that's where that track will bring you in if you were to take it. We're going to go straight across and out and take the right hand fork into this area. This is the power plant, which is a sell point. Now this is kind of like your biomass heating plant. You sell wood chips, wood and straw, I believe it was, to sell your wood there. What I think is quite cool, something a bit different. I don't remember seeing these sort of silver birch stacks of logs on any other map. Apologies if I have missed it, and there is. Normally used to just seeing the spruce and the pines. There's something different. So if I have missed that, then sorry. Probably might have happened on PC, or it's been on a map that I've missed. I have missed quite a few map tours, I do admit. Either being away or just being too busy. Right, this is a really cool area. This is where the junkyard sell point is, and you can see why. Lots of decoration, machinery. So selling your stones there, basically your debris crusher. But nicely done. Diggers, scrap there, wheel loaders. Pretty cool area, I like that. So head on out and take this road. We're going to see if we can go straight across as well again. Ooh, that's going to be close. Whee! We made it. Follow this road round. And then we need to turn right in a second. Just about here. And this is going into our BGA. It's a standard BGA, it won't take anything extra. I'm not sure if the cycles are different than standard base game ones, but we've got a bunker silo there. You've got your upper level, then your lower level, all your sort of ins and outs that you'd expect. And to buy this, as some of you will probably realise, 1.5 million for that. So quite pricey. And if we go down the end, there is a exit down here, but we do also have methane and electric points just there. Some more collectibles. We can go out that way. I will spin around, go back the way we came in. You should see our tyre tracks. There we go. Back out across through the forest. Plenty of potential to make money on this map with the trees. Pretty cheap land as well, nice to see. And here we are. This is our railroad silo. So you've got two tipping in points. You've got your pipe out, or collection point via the road. And if we go around the back where the tracks are, let's just make sure the train isn't coming. I think we're safe. We've got your loading and unloading via the train, and over here we've got a rent-a-train point like so. That is it, people. I think we've done it all. That is the map. So we started off up here, we turned round, went behind the building for Grocery Mart, into the shop, fuel, animal dealer, back across, bakery where I was a bit weird and done some stuff. I think that was dairy, spinnery, etc. Down into there, through there. I went back up, brought you back in just about here, come down, we took that road into there, across the railroad tracks, round into the grain mill, power plant, junkyard, up into there, BGA, and then up into that area there where we are. That is the map. That is Great River Lands by Carl TG. I hope you enjoyed the map tour, guys. If you have, please hit that like button. I haven't done one for a while, so I felt a little bit rusty there. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That would be fantastic and very much appreciated. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you do not miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.